I don't know the rights to this music. My eyes are red. Yes, they are. In my life. Bells, y'all. Jingle bells, y'all. And yeah, y'all can get sent at the dark in a minute while I figure out my little shit right quick. I don't know the rights to this music, y'all. Here I come. I'm trying to adjust my lighting. Hey, could you? No. My nails are not done. My eyebrows are not done. My hair's not done. Because I'm running around being a regular person like I am most of the time. Except for when I'm being absolutely extraordinary. The sinner. All right, y'all. We're going to get ready to get started. First things first. Welcome to Sinner After Dark. Jingle bells, y'all. I got a few. Well, I only got one topic tonight, but then I'm gonna also talk about some bullshit. You know, I'm gonna talk about the pastor in the center, and address the issue as to whether or not I supposedly left or quit. How that sound? 2 years of my life, I just fuck it. No. So some revamping for sure. Some things that needed to be done that had been done. So while the pastor has been away or was away for about 5 to 6 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. While it seemed like he quit, I chose to do some house cleaning so that we could move on and do something different whenever we got a chance to catch up with each other. And unbeknownst to me, we wasn't never gonna catch up with each other. I guess I don't know, but I'm gonna get on that in just a moment. Let me get to domino business first and foremost. So let me turn this down some more. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. So like I said, my eyes are red. I'm tired. I've been busy, 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 busy. Low key motherfucking working. Low key. What up, Max? Hi, Maggie. What it do, girl? Miss you. I heard y'all been having y'all some good shows this week. So, and I'm glad to see that. First and foremost, I am a supporter and a lover of people trying to do whatever it is they want to do to make them happy. Because I'm definitely one of those type of people. I'm definitely trying to do what I want to do to make me happy. So I'm definitely, there we go. That's what I wanted right there. I wanted that right there. That's what I was looking for. So hopefully none of my music is a problem. Sometimes they copyright me, but I don't own the rights to this music. I'm just enjoying it as a background. So let me pull it up. Let me pull up the domino tournament. We got Cali Bones popping this weekend on Sunday. My man Dennis Morgan is worldwide, honey. All over the country. He was just in Houston for a domino tournament. I'm imagining he was out there doing some networking. So I'll be looking forward to hearing an announcement about what's going on in Houston with Cali Bones. Because I'm due a trip. So let me present that to y'all. Let y'all see what's going on with Big Dennis. So we got Cali Bones Sunday Slam Domino Tournament at Fountain, LA, which is a nice location. Like Fountain, LA should be pretty cool over there in the area. Should generate a lot of foot traffic. Well, not necessarily foot traffic, but almost like foot traffic. Like people should be in the atmosphere, moving around, and you be able to introduce them to what we got going on all over this country called domino tournaments that are growing and growing and growing and growing. So Sunday, February 25th. Can y'all believe this year is going by so fast? It seemed like it was just freaking Christmas. And we already about to be in March. Woo-wee. But Fountain, LA on the 25th, this Sunday at 12 p.m. First and second place paid reward. I'm not sure what that is. It's not showing on the thing, but you can get tickets or you can hit up Dennis here on Humanics at Fountain, LA. You can go to Cali Bones on Facebook, Cali Bones on Twitter, Cali Bones on Instagram, Cali Bones on TikTok, Cali Bones everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Cali Bones. Just like you're about to see Dennis popping up everywhere, all over the country. So that's what we got going on this weekend in Los Angeles, California. Shout out to Dennis again. I'm gonna stop sharing that. Then I'm gonna go back to where I was at. And I think it might be time to go ahead and kill the music. Kill the music! Because let's get into the shit. So, rumor has it that supposedly the sinner quit the pastor and the sinner. Woo! Now, I don't even know where I want to start with this because 2 years of my life with Jerome Wooten, no, to the hell fucking no, I ain't threw away 2 years of doing all of this time and effort and running my mouth and blood, sweat, and tears out here, on the past and the Senate. You gotta have some tough skin fucking around with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? They talk plenty of shit and don't mind disparaging your character, calling you out your name, and passing judgment on any women in the damn thing. And guess what? I have the same problem. I do the same thing. I will, but I just don't discriminate. I don't just, pick out one group and focus on them and nitpick and nitpick and nitpick all day on some motherfuckers. Like that's the only thing popping in your mind or your brain. So I'm an equal opportunity critic. So depending on what we're talking about and what makes sense to me, I may be on one side or the other. You can never can tell. I'm on the side of what makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, that being said, I find it disturbing as hell, but it's funny more than anything. Funny as hell that on last night's podcast with the pastor and the sinners, excuse me, I don't know who the sinners are. I guess whoever whoever is a guest that on that episode or that show, or if they're going to have recurring guests or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm a supporter. I will share it. Everything. I'll tell people about it. I'm no hater. So if I can get you help, if I can do anything, y'all let me know, which I'm sure y'all not, because y'all trying to say that I quit. Which I ain't do no such a thing. No such a thing. You know what I'm saying? In actuality, the issue is consistency and no call, no shows. So after the last episode of the Pastor and the Sinner, because I've also done two Sinner After Darks since then. One I did alone, and one I did with our Sunday school teacher, Candy, Shani Page. So, which are both still up on YouTube, available to watch at any time you guys want. But the last show that we did for the Pastor and the Sinner, if I'm not mistaken, was January 24th. And then maybe I guess 2 or 3 days later, we were to do our next show because we are supposed to be on consistency. So I hit Jerome up and we're supposed to do our thing and he's supposed to be coming. Everything's in agreement. Now, mind you, because I'm busy, I like to hit Jerome up about the show to confirm that we're coming on. And sometimes, and what time? Sometimes we might need to push it a little back, you know what I'm saying? Because he and I both have things to do in our regular lives, namely getting that money, baby, chasing that bag. And he also plays dominoes all over the place, so he might be traveling. I'm an aspiring comedian, so I might be traveling. Ain't no telling where the hell I'm gonna be at. So try to coordinate it, but once we took a long break before, we said that we were gonna come back and have some consistency. So, like I said, I hit the brother up, and we supposed to be cool, supposed to be going on. He's a no call, no show. And he knows that I literally have I stop whatever it is I'm doing. Like I take improv classes and, a few things to further what I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? Working on my craft, you know what I'm saying? That's outside of the pastor and the sinner. Because even though, my ass can get up there and act the goddamn fool, writing jokes and having your mind sharp and moving with the crowd and being aware, all of that type of stuff, you know, even though I have it, sometimes we need to keep it fine tuned. And because I'm not the type of person, I'm kind of a loner to a degree. So I don't really interact with a lot of people. I interact a lot in society. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like kicking it with folks and we running jokes at each other or stuff like that, I don't really have a lot of that type of interaction in my life. So I have to, constantly be around the creative mind, things that are keeping my mind moving creatively so that I can do what I want to do, the way I want to do it, when I want to do it. Um, so when he's a no call, no show, because this hasn't been the first, second, or third time on the show, we've also spoken on this before because I told him like, hey, if you're not coming, you're not coming. Don't have me stop doing what I'm doing, thinking we about to do a show and we ain't about to do shit because it's playing with my time. And y'all know, everybody knows that your most valuable commodity is your freaking time. The one thing that a lot of people admire is the word I want to use. I don't want to say jealous or nothing like that because I would hope nobody's jealous of me because if you knew how hard my life has been, you wouldn't want to be jealous of me. The thing about it is, God blesses me and He protects me and He keeps me. And that also means keep my spirit, keep me happy, keep me hopeful, faithful, moving forward. So a lot of shit don't really bring me down like on a day-to-day basis, like where I'm just like a miserable person and I'm sitting up worried about shit all day and I'm crying and oh my God. No, no, I'm the sinner. I'm running around happy as hell, doing everything I want to do within the best of my power and the length of my dollars. You know what I'm saying? Because I am single, so I take care of myself and I'm putting a boy through college. So go figure. Anyway, so on this particular time, being that we discussed it many times and he's giving his explanation talking about, well, I be figuring you're gonna be late, so I'll be trying to make you on time. It'd be bullshit. It's bullshit. And at this point, it's like, damn, what are we doing? If we're not gonna hold our word and keep consistency, then what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I came into this year saying that I was gonna own up to a lot of things that I think I can improve on for me as a host, for me expressing myself about certain things on the show, and for me interacting with the guests, because that will lead us to why the pastor and the center page is paused. And even though I opened it up today because I wanted, to share Jerome's page so that you guys can join Jerome's page and everything, it will be closed because also within our conversations, we've discussed the fact that that page is private and we really didn't want a private page. And when that page was created, it wasn't created the way we wanted it to be created. But because Jerome and I are novice at this social media game, we just trying to get our feet in the game and see what's going on and learn as we go. We really didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what we needed. We didn't, we didn't know nothing. We just was flying by the seat of our ass. We just knew that we had a nice little bit of momentum, a nice following, just wanted to grow or whatever. So that being said, the page is no longer really beneficial to the growth of the pastor and the sinner. So, being that he has been on a 5 week hiatus since that last time I spoke with him, and he hasn't said anything to me since then. I want y'all to hear me. I have not spoken to the pastor since sometime in January, the end of January. It has been at least a month, probably more closer to 6 weeks. I haven't spoken with Jerome. So, like I said, the page is, first of all, another thing, has gotten way too freaking personal. And I'm guilty as well. Like I say, I am not making myself immune to the fuckery. But it has gotten way too personal. It's too many people feeling free that are strangers, just wild ass whomevers, jumping in my inbox. I don't know how many jumping in Jerome inbox, but I'm sure it's probably a lot. But he wants that attention. I don't want that. I don't want that type of intimacy with just a whole bunch of random people. And like I said, we're growing and we're learning. So we have discussed that we needed a new page that was public so that, the audience can grow outside of just the people that we know in our domino community and things like that. So since he was away, I took it up on myself to say this is a perfect opportunity to kill the page. Now, before, it wasn't even just but a day or two, and I hadn't really gotten around to making the new page. So, and I'm thinking I'm gonna talk to Jerome, but that might be my fault. You know what I'm saying? I'll own that. I might have moved without speaking to him yet, but it was a move for the greater good of the pastor and the sinner. And since he had been gone for, like I say, 5 weeks, and ain't said nothing about nothing or doing no show, then I was like, fuck it, we'll kill this, and then we'll start a new public page. But he wound up doing that. And it is called The Pastor and the Sinners, which he'll have random guests on every time he does a show. I'm assuming that's what he's going to be doing. But that's fine. The Pastor and the Sinner, as far as I'm concerned, is not over. It's just on hold. But if it's over, that'll be up to Jerome, the pastor, if he comes back to the pastor and the sinner or not, because he's the one that's been missing for 5 weeks. And it's awful funny that, as soon as I start working on trying to kill the page, because on top of that, I'm trying to get I have sponsors for us to get other things going, t-shirts, mugs, whatever. I'm trying to get us moving. So quit. I quit. I quit without a conversation. Okay, that sounds asinine. Let's just say that much. Especially coming from him and others who ain't spoke to me about nothing. You know what I mean? And so seem like you would want to talk to somebody before you just start coming to conclusions and then spreading that bullshit. Because now that's what they call motherfucking rumors. And why do people start rumors? Usually because either they don't know what the fuck is going on and they so thirsty to be a part of the conversation that they make some shit up, or they don't want to admit to some things that are truths. So they go ahead and, try to pass the buck on somebody else or throw somebody else under the bus, which looks like what the fuck is going on right here since he made his new thing. Because I would have thought he would have made a a new page that has something to do with like men talk or something like that. But I mean, either way, it doesn't really matter to me because I know from the interaction that we've been having, my reader is good no matter what nobody says. Y'all, I'll be on the money. I've known for quite some time that Jerome wants to do a show by himself. You know what I'm saying? Without me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a far reach for him to be like, okay, well, when I got a show and this is what I'm going to be doing, blah, blah, blah. It's not a far reach. I just didn't think that reach was going to kill the pastor and the sinner. And then it'd be put on me saying that I quit. But I've been here. I've done 2 shows, trying to keep some content going while he's doing whatever he's doing and not communicating and just not coming to do the show. Because, like I said, to tell me, oh, he on the last when I hit him up on his no call, no show, his response was, oh, I got to cleaning up or some shit because I could read it. Maybe I should just read it. I don't know. Do I have it available to read? Anyway, it don't matter. Summation, he claimed he forgot. But after 5 weeks and thinking that I guess when I killed the page that the pastor and the sinner was over and I quit, he quickly created a new page, a new show, and went live twice this week already. Hey, Kay. What up, baby? Hey, Pretty Tam. What up? So I found that to be hilarious because it validates what I already knew. And I don't care nothing about the brother having his own show and doing his own thing because, like I said, the pastor and the sinner got reckless, and it got reckless on my end, on his end, on the guest end. You know what I'm saying? It was just wow. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with the page, which is why I wanted the page to just be shut. And now that he's got his public page, they can talk about what they want to talk about. I particularly be a part of the page because I don't want to. I don't want to do that moving forward. It's too much negativity for me in my life, and I felt that doing that page and coming over there, answering comments and getting into it with folks and talking shit back and forth and judging each other. And you got. I mean, you wouldn't even know how many people have hit my inbox talking about how mad they are. How many, oh, this motherfucker said this, woo woo, and Shannon did it. The page ain't supposed to be that personal. We're supposed to be talking about topics, relationship topics, domino stuff, which kind of just flew out the window because that's something else. The show turned into something that it didn't start off as. It started off as, yeah, we would talk a little bit about relationship shit, but we talked about everything. We talked about dominoes, and we had a good time. We had a lot of fun fucking around on the Pastor and the Senate. That's how come it gained momentum, and we kept on doing it because we were having a good time. But it turned into what everybody was saying once we created our new page. I fought against it. I tried to be like, nah, it ain't gonna be like that. It ain't gonna be like that. You know what I mean? We're gonna be diverse. But it really did turn into basically just bashing women all motherfucking day long, especially black women. I'm already knowing, Rod. I'm already knowing. I'm not tripping. I promise you I'm not tripping, but I want to keep shit genuine. You know what I'm saying? The jokes, I can do jokes, but hey, have some motherfucking basis to stand them on. You know what I'm saying? You wanna again, like I say, all this personal shit, attack my motherfucking character and say what I'm thinking and all of these wonderful motherfucking things, and ain't nobody spoke to me. Ain't nobody spoke to me. Ain't nobody said a motherfucking word. And the last person who was supposed to be trying to say something is the pastor. That's the only person I'm truly concerned with because we do this together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to speak on that. Matter of fact, yeah, right, Kay. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. I've been knew Jerome wanted to do his own show. He been going from one little thing to when men talk with Liz, trying to do something. I been knew he wanted to do. I didn't know he wanted to kill the pastor and the sinner, but that's fine too. But I would think that we're adults enough to speak those type of things instead of play with each other. You know what I mean? Or try to make somebody feel some kind of way. Because like I think one of the shows he just did, he said, Nunu said, where my girl at? And he's like, she don't do the show with me no more. I don't. You haven't came to do a damn show in 5 weeks. And the last one we were supposed to do after doing one of the biggest shows we've done on YouTube, you said you fucking forgot. And I ain't heard from your motherfucking ass since. So revamping the show and the page at this time was the perfect opportunity. So I'm glad that he has a public page now so that it can grow beyond where we've gotten stuck at on the private page at that 950. Just stuck at 950 for months. That shit was just like, we got to 9 something. That shit just like, and I don't know if that has to do with content. I don't know if that has to do with us not sharing it enough and getting enough people to be aware of it. I don't know, but it's straight stuck. So Tam says she calling UK. So I just took that opportunity, and I would have thought me and Jerome would have that. I ain't shut down nothing else. Nothing else. I ain't tried to do it. Like, and we know we need a public page, but I'm glad that now that's gotten done, and he'll be able to grow with what he wants to do. Because Jerome want to be interactive with everybody. I don't particularly want to be all that interactive with just any and everybody. You know what I mean? And you guys can guess why for many different freaking reasons. You know, first and foremost, I'm a female. So I don't need to have all these strangers thinking that they know me through no page and no bullshit. So I know it's hella disappointing as fuck. So let me, as a matter of fact, Kay, let me go on in, because I queued this bullshit up too. From the show last night, because I'm one of these type of people. If you don't know, don't say nothing. If you don't know, don't say nothing. If you're not tripping and you just want to move on and do your own thing, still, why try to throw somebody under the bus? I hadn't said anything. When I got hit up, when the page got shut and people hit me up, what's going on with the page, I kept it mute because I hadn't talked to Jerome yet. Because y'all will find out. Y'all will find out. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to be bigger than 950 people if we ever gonna get monetization and all the other shit that we want. So anyway, but let me cue this up because I found this to be funny as fuck. I was cracking the fuck up. I was cracking the fuck up for real, for real. On me, I was like, wow, these dudes is special. Like seriously. It's
debatable.
We need y'all to both come to Chicago in May.
Hell no. Okay, yeah, you know what? You're right. I don't want no problems. You're right. You're right. Well, when is May? What's this? February, March, May?
Well, the center ain't on here no more.
Well, listen. If you beat me, you don't know when May is from February.
Win solo.
Then we do have to play.
Well, you know,
y'all actually a good matchup.
Hello,
Y'all about the same.
Shit, I'm better than
no, he's better than me, and I'm coming for the title.
I ain't got no title. Huh? I don't got no title. I'm just a nigga trying to make some bread. That's all I am. You know, and if you got something, I shall take. You know,
yeah, she went Bobby Brown on his wheel.
Who went Bobby Brown on? Oh shit, we got what chat at? What chat? What chat?
Dwayne Washington. Dwayne Washington said play online. He on the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that was Will asking where Shannon was.
I see that. I'm on it now. I'm joining the chat. I'm joining the chat.
Went Bobby Brown on us.
I gotta connect. You
know she was David Ruffin.
Right.
She's not David Ruffin.
Yeah.
She's not David Ruffin.
You gonna pop on here. Y'all ain't nothing without me.
Yeah.
I made the group.
So she thinks she David Ruffin.
Yeah. Hey, man, well, just like David Ruffin thought he was the group.
Exactly. Look, and
he really that first dude. You remember when they were singing "Shout" and then they kicked him out of the group before they got the real deal.
Yeah,
she really that dude. She was in the group when they signed to Motown, but he decided on New Year's Eve that he didn't want to cooperate with everybody, so he got into a fight with Paul, and they put him out the group.
Man, I'm gonna say this. She is who she is, and that's it. That's just it. That's just
she's a talent.
I'm glad the compliment. So I can say I was just on mute. My bad, y'all. But I appreciate the compliment. I really do appreciate the compliment. I really, really do. I'm a talent. Yes, I am. However, oh my God. Oh my God. The group. What is this group we speak of, sir? What is this group we speak of? We give y'all a little history lesson on the pastor and the sinner. Duo. The duo. I don't know about a group. The group. I'm about the group. Wow. First of all, when Jerome introduced this idea on one of the ladies' page in the Domino community, nobody but me wanted to do it. He just threw it out there because um, some of us will post relationship things on our personal pages. And ever since Jerome has joined the online community, which hasn't been very long, you know, he's a people person. Jerome like to yap yap yap. We kind of similar in that arena, like very personable. We be outside and we be talking to folks. You know what I'm saying? So um, he was on one of the ladies' pages, and she was talking about whatever she was talking about, I guess relationship wise or whatever. And we're all friends, so we're all just kind of commenting or whatever, whatnot. And he was like, hey, we should do a show. We should do like a podcast about relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do the shit out there. And a bunch of motherfuckers was like, no, whatever. And I was like, shit, I'm down. What's up? Shit. I'm always down for a good hustle. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to figure out what's going on in the internet atmosphere, universe, social media area, space, anyway, because shit, I didn't grow up with this shit. So I'm not accustomed to just being on the phone, on the internet, on social media, taking pictures, videos, and all of that stuff. I'm used to just living life, not recording it. You know what I'm saying? I've always said that I needed somebody to follow me. If somebody followed me around in my day to day and recorded me, the footage would be off the motherfucking chain. Because in the moment that I'm living, I'm not thinking, ooh, pull my phone out. Like, I miss a bunch of shit. These motherfuckers literally the other day jumped out the car on each other right behind me to the left side or the driver's side behind me and got into a whole fight. And by the time I thought to get my phone and go record it, the motherfucking shit was over. Because I was too busy first getting aware of it, you know what I'm saying, and then looking, and then it was like, oh yeah, like shit, I should have recorded this shit. This shit would have went viral, you know what I'm saying? The type of moments that I always look at on social media, that I always question and ask myself, how did they capture that moment? If you're living the life in the moment, how did you stop and capture that moment? You know what I'm saying? So that's a skill. that I'm, slowly trying to learn how to acquire while I, got my toes in this social media, internet, going live, YouTuber, public figure type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to just standing on stage with the microphone, you know what I'm saying? And just going for it, doing what the fuck and saying what the fuck I want. So, that being said, I definitely came into this year saying that I was going to work on my part of getting better on the pass center. But you can't work on nothing if there's nothing happening to be worked on. You know what I'm saying? Especially when, it's interesting when you have people who claim all this godliness. You know what I'm saying? To judge and fail to communicate don't seem very godly. You know what I'm saying? To just throw people up under the bus and say fucked up shit don't seem very godly. You know what I mean? Throw rocks and hide your hands don't seem very godly. So while they doing whatever they're doing and they talking all of this, I'm thinking to myself, group. Every time I hear them say group, I'm above the group. No win above the group. What group? What group? Because when I agreed to try to do something with Jerome as far as a podcast, I don't remember it being a group when he and I were communicating on how do we do this, how do we get started, what equipment do we need, blah, 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 blah. Because neither one of us knew what the fuck we was doing. We don't have a clue. We probably only got a quarter of a clue right now as to what the fuck we're doing. But we doing it. So where is this motherfucking group at when I decided, since I was dropping my son off at school after a holiday, because it was around, I believe, January something, you know what I mean? So, I'm an involved parent, even though my baby is grown, technically, until he graduates college, I still am, kind of got my hand in his back. I ain't fucking with him. I don't hold his hand. He got to do his own thing. He's his own man. But I'm still that support system to keep him anytime he lean or get to going backwards. I got my hand in his back, holding him up and pushing him forward. I'm an involved parent. I always have been. I only got one kid, so I don't have an excuse not to be. I only got one. So I don't understand where this group was at when I was leaving Iowa to go to Kansas. I don't remember there being a group of motherfuckers at the gas station helping me pay every 400 miles. I don't remember a group of motherfuckers being at the goddamn house with me, Jerome, and his wife, my kindred, when we just said, hey, whatever. Well, she said, actually, hey, just go live and see what happened. Because we didn't know what we was doing. We just going off an idea. When we came up with the name, or when I say Jerome came up with the name, because I let him name it, I was like, ooh. And when he said the center, I was reluctant. I was very reluctant. I was like, the center? Nigga, the center? What the fuck? Nigga, I don't be running around center. However, we thought about it. I thought about it. When we couldn't, I really, it kind of just had a ring to it. It just had a ring to it. It was like, damn, it do sound kind of cool. I'll play the role. I said, fuck it, I'll play the role. I don't recall a group being there. Where was this group at that they speak of, whom I've gotten kicked out of? Who was this group? As I just mentioned, Jerome has been saying he want to figure out how to crack the code to get out of just our own people that we know in the domino community. So Please make this make sense to me. Please make it make some motherfucking sense to me. Where I'm supposed to have a problem with him trying to do anything that he wants to do to try to make it go past our own group, as far as domino community, friends, and family. It's not very many people that are random on the Past Innocent. As you can see, if you've been through these videos, because we have a lot, it's kind of beginning to be us talking to the same people over and over. But it's the Pastor and the Sinner podcast. It's not the group's podcast. And that's why I think somewhere along the line, us knowing each other too much and talking to each other as friends and acquaintances got more involved, and it became too personal, where people's feelings are getting hurt. People don't want to come back on the show. In my day-to-day life, let me say this. In my day-to-day life, I don't leave people feeling fucked up when they experience me. I walk away with a smile, they walk away with a smile. I'm pleasant. I'm personable. I crack jokes. I got something to say about everything. I can go with them. Just in day-to-day life, just yap, 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 yappity, yapping. Hey, how y'all doing? Good morning. Good afternoon. How y'all doing? Buenos noches, buenos dias. You know what I'm saying? Como se dice? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I move around. What we eating up in here? Man, what you got on your plate? Can I have some? I got videos. Like I went to see Dave Chappelle. I did a video of me just walking down the line, and if y'all look at the response that I got from them people, you telling me that I'm really on some negative shit? I'm not. So the page became too negative, too personal. And at some point, Jerome got to say something to me. So I thought, so 5 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever. Well, I'm gonna go on and start revamping this shit, whatever, while I'm trying to, see where we going with this. I hear from him. I ain't heard from him. What I hear is him and his what some of us have called his henchmen, his cohorts on there trying to throw me under the bus like I did something on something that I'm 50% partner in. It wasn't no group. I don't remember a damn group on no payments to StreamYard. I don't remember no group, no motherfucking group credit card. When I'm moving around, going this place, going that place, going live in the beginning, I used to go live all the time and hook up with people and play dominoes and get us content. I don't remember a motherfucking group. While I'm David Ruffin. And I want to go solo. I've always had Center at the Dark. That's not new. So me going live on Center at the Dark is not me going solo. That's me not hearing from Jerome, him flaking, him not showing up. Me just trying to keep the content moving. Elevate. Get us some motherfucking views around this bitch. And I quit. I'm David Ruffin. I'm Bobby Brown. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Because that's what Bobby Brown said. Where I'm going, Sway. since I left the group and I'm going solo, where I'm going that y'all not gonna be at? Group. While I dedicate my motherfucking time for 2 years. Group. You can pop in when you want to, pop out when you want to. Me and Bestie just can't find a way to get along because he doesn't understand that just like no other person who starts a podcast, I watch a lot of podcasts now that I've been introduced to this social media world. I'll be checking out podcasts. I ain't seen a podcast yet or a page yet where the host allow for the guest to spew venom and vitriol at them and start personal shit with them to argue about on the motherfucking internet. They shut that shit down. Shut that shit down. Shut that shit down. This ain't what you want, nigga. In the words of Charleston White. Shut that shit down. Because that's not what it's designed for. I damn sure did not drive however many miles it was from Iowa to Kansas to start no page or no podcast where I'm fucking on the defensive from motherfuckers who just gonna sit up and attack me all motherfucking day. Make personal motherfucking statements from which they do not know are true. Just making up shit like they just made up some shit on that bullshit last night. Just made up some shit. Bobby Brown. Call me motherfucking Justin Timberlake and cry me a motherfucking river. Because all of a sudden, the group has decided. What motherfucking work y'all put in? Group. That was some cold shit to do. Like, I'ma always laugh it off because it's fucking hilarious. That 3 motherfuckers who ain't spoke a motherfucking word to me just said to the public what the fuck I think. And what the fuck I did. But ain't said a goddamn word to me. And they talk about feminine energy, women's behavior. What kind of behavior is that? This man, whom we know as Don, has some type of authority in the pastor and the sinner. And ain't did a goddamn thing for the pastor and the sinner. Other than wake his raggedy ass up and scroll through young girl videos like a perv and then act like he fucking don't like it and then push share. Share it over there. Share it over there. Share it over there. And 20,000 motherfucking posts in one day. Can't nobody even post nothing else, get nothing else seen because this nigga share. He's stuck on the fuck. I don't have no authority over saying nothing about that. I tried to limit that shit and cut it down to like, hey, I ain't gonna kick you out the group or no shit like that, but goddamn, that is excessive. You know it. I know it. Jerome knew it. But because we picking sides and it's all men all the time and men are right and fuck you bitches and I don't give a fuck. No matter what, a bitch is wrong. It's the bitch fault. The bitch, this bitch, your bitch. Nah, I don't want you to have no power. I knew then when he said that. I knew then. That's why I don't want you having no control. I knew when he said that. I'm like, yeah, this shit either needs to take a breather or it's going to end. However, I didn't think it was ending until the pastor and the sinner had a conversation and agreed that it was ending. Because then we still, at the end of the day, how do we split this? We don't. You want to do, I'll do what I want to do. We under the same umbrella. We blow. Nigga, ain't nobody throwing no work away. I don't understand it. That shit was hilarious. I'm like, y'all niggas is crazy. Ain't spoke to me, ain't said a motherfucking word. But on here telling y'all what I think and what I did. Did your brother speak on me trying to put some money in his pocket and get some shit, some merch going for us? Who did I turn to? That still tried to be greedy and eat up all the money, and we ain't gonna make nothing. We actually will fuck around and take a loss. And I don't know any investors that's looking to take L's. If they see something in the pastor and the sinner that can grow and they're willing to invest their money, I would think that they're looking for some type of return. They're not looking to take no L. But still, even through all the motherfucking back and forth and the vitriol and the shit we go through, blase, like a motherfucker, I still turned to my brother and was like, shit, before I try to give some money to anybody else, I'm trying to give it to you. Share it with you. Promote you. We all grow together. Remember when I said that way in the beginning? We all can grow together. I'm the only motherfucker consistently trying to do some work. 5 weeks. 5 weeks. After we've clearly discussed that we need to be more consistent, work around some schedules, some things changed. After 2 years, we are not doing the same thing we was doing 2 years ago. But that's because I believe folks don't want to own up to how they really feel. I guess because that's a part of that lying culture that says, oh, a woman can't take it. I can take it. I clearly have said, like, shit, man, I don't want to sit up and get loaded no more on the show. You know what I mean? Because it's not getting loaded and fun like it used to be. Now it's just getting loaded because these motherfuckers is crazy. And how do I sit here for 2, 3, 4 hours listening to this shit sober? Tell me, because I touch now, I failed to understand and figure that pot's ants. So no, I ain't quit. And he David Ruffin. Dare you say you're, what's they, the Temptations? Which temptation is you if I'm David Ruffin? Otis? Ain't nobody came to see you, Otis. Hey, which temptation is you motherfuckers? Please let me know. And if y'all claim to be such bam bam type people and solid niggas, and yes, I said niggas, not men, because this is nigga behavior. Since y'all are supposed to be so goddamn solid and can talk to me about any goddamn thing and call me out my name, talk all kind of shit, label me as doing shit that I don't even know what all the fuck y'all want to say I'm doing, but just yabba 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 yabba. Nobody talk to me. They gonna tell the world what I think. Oh my God. Oh my God. Really? My mama said, and I think most of y'all mama said, if you ain't got nothing to say good, don't say nothing at all. And if you don't know what you talking about, please don't get to making no shit up. Because y'all literally just sat up and made some motherfucking shit up. And instead of having a conversation with me, the pastor saw a little crack or what he thought was a crack in the motherfucking door and he kicked that bitch wide open and went and did what the fuck he been wanting to do. And I knew he been wanting to do for the longest. But couldn't just say it. Godly. Too personal. Too freaking personal. We supposed to be having fun around this motherfucker. We supposed to be yapping. You know, I definitely don't mind throwing some God in it and some religion and, you know, relating some things here and there, whatever. But this thing done got to where they just basically dictating motherfuckers how they supposed to live, what you supposed to do, how you supposed to be. And they can't even read. Or they ain't gonna say can't read, haven't read half the shit that they standing on. They going off of what somebody else told them, what they heard in church. Ain't ready for yourself. Can you quote that scripture? Oh no, nah, but I know it's somewhere in huh? Excuse me, wait, what? That's why it was okay for me to play the sinner. I play the sinner because you know I got questions and I'm not perfect. I'm definitely out here living my damn life, doing what the hell I want to do. I earned it. Did I quit? No. And at the end of the day, everybody still gets what they want. I have no problem watching and supporting the pastor in his future endeavors because I don't wish no ill on that man. I wouldn't just sit up and disparage his character about anything unless he was sitting here right across from me and he heard me say it to his face. I would talk to him. If I had an issue, if I wanted to do something, I wouldn't just act a whole play some holier than thou role and throw a motherfucker under the bus and try to see where that lands. There was no reason for them to really just get on there and really even say anything about me. If motherfuckers say where that sinner at, oh well, this is the pastor and the sinner's show. She don't do this show. She do the pastor and the sinner with Jerome, and she does sinner at the dock. Anything beyond that is unnecessary. It answers the question honestly, because we want to be truthful. Cat Williams say the age of truth. Why lie when the truth is due? Like I care about another person pursuing their endeavors. You want to do that? Why do I care? Why wouldn't I support it? It doesn't make none sense. Other than to beg to question, does a person think they outsmarting somebody? Talk about I'm smarter than the average bear. Do you know my IQ? I dumb it down. I dumbs it down. Because it's not easy to function in society when you see things that most people don't even pay attention to, because most people are mostly self-consumed and all they think about is themselves. And not in a bad way, just limited capacity. Most people are sheep. Why do you think y'all following everybody? What they doing, how they term things on the internet. Subscribe. I mean, you subscribe to the same thought process. You are a like-minded thinker there. Follow means almost to a degree worshiping false prophet. Follow, even though we take it as innocent, I don't like that person. I want to see what they're talking about. I like what she's talking about. I like what he's doing. See when they come on next time, I want to see it again. What up, Candy? Yes, Tam. 2 years. Yes, ma'am. 2 birthdays. It's about to be, I believe, a third birthday. Even though it's in the it's just still just approached the second year. And I quit. How am I quit something that ain't even got nothing going on? I ain't seen or heard from Jerome in 5 weeks since I said, now you're playing with my time. Because it's not funny. I'm grown. We're adults. This work, this business, flaking, and no shows, no calls. Now, granted, I done been late. Plenty time. Plenty time. when, when I first started messing with, well, not first, but when I got heavy with this guy, Wednesdays. Wednesdays was a mess, child. Because I'm going to see that man before I come do this show. You talk about a running, I'm on my way. I'm coming. I'm there. I'll be there in a minute. I'm going to be on time. I'm going to be 10 minutes late. 10 minutes late. Whatever. When the fun days. So you hate to see it ride. I hate to fucking speak on it. But since it got spoke on, since folks making moves, talking about, because I think, and I did, and I ain't, but ain't talked to me. It's sad. It is sad. Why black folks can't never do nothing? But it's just like I was saying from the beginning. Jerome and I were interested in this endeavor. It was a bunch of no, and no, ha, key, whatever. Soon as we did it on show 2, Not 5, not 10. On the very second show, motherfucker coming for a spot. Oh, I want to be on that groupie ass motherfucking shit. No hitting nobody in the inbox. Hey, you know what? I think I could be an asset to the show. I enjoy what I watched. Do y'all got some room for another host or a recurring guest? That was too much like right. From people who claim to be confident and educated. It was too much like right to shoot an idea behind the scenes and let's talk about it. It was more beneficial and appropriate to come with a motherfucker on the spot. You ever ran up on a motherfucking pitbull? Off the motherfucking leash? Black people. I could go on and on all night about this because it's disappointing to me as well. I hate to have to take my beautiful Center at the Dark time to address some craziness. Because I wanted to also talk about the situation with a lot of the celebrities that I've been noticing lately where they're publicly having feuds with their children. Everything is to the public. Go straight to social media to air your grievance about your parent. I got some grievances about my parent. I I will allude to some things, but I've always said if I was famous, like, they was gonna pay me something outrageous to put it in a book. But just like literally, I'll say some shit. Like I've been angry enough before where I've made a post that like just let it be known, like, hey, I'm not with the bullshit. This is bullshit in regards to family. But then I also took into consideration someone else's opinion and perspective and took it down in fairness. Makes you think about like, okay, like damn, like yeah, this ain't for social media. You're right. You're correct. But now it's all you see lately. Monique getting into it with her son, T.I. getting into it with his son, Boosie getting into it with his daughter, Corey Holcomb getting into it with his daughter. Mm, mm. Why do people start rumors? Yeah. I don't know why. I think it's one of two reasons, like I started off saying. Either you lying and hiding something, or you don't know what the fuck you're talking about and you just want to be a part of the conversation. So you make up some shit to get people talking. Well, we talking. Group, group. These motherfuckers sat up there and said, I think I'm above the group. Who's the motherfucking group? By the way, I am a very, 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 very good domino player. And I don't even really take it all that serious when I play, and I'm usually in the top 10, sometimes 5 or less. think I've gotten a third in a Cali Bones tournament, third place, a fifth in DFW, top 10 all the rest of the way. And most all of them, I think it might be one or two I lost early. Excellent. I love playing dominoes. I love that I've met these people that I've met playing dominoes. I love meeting Jerome. I love meeting his wife before him. I love the interaction. You know, some people got sticking power. My Kendrick got sticking power. You gotta guess if it asks you. Let me see. I think some things have changed.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Shonda. It's not letting me. It's something about this setting. It's not letting me. What's up? I can hear you. You can go on and talk until I figure it out. What's up? What's happening? How you doing?
They say everybody can hear. I can't hear me. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you just went out. I still can't see you. I'm trying to figure out how to. I done did something different. I guess it's gonna be from us switching back and forth. I hope if I take that off, it don't change nothing. It was used to give me an option for the layout. Okay, so I think now if you come in, if you can get back in. I don't know what's wrong with your internet, but I think I could get you in now. The layout was different. Like I say, we still learning. I gotta do this myself. I'm doing it. 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 But I was talking about the public. Excuse me. So sorry. Mm. I was thinking about the public um, display between parents on social media now, especially with celebrities. But I'm sure that if it's with celebrities, it's with anybody. I mean, I'm sure I don't scroll and peruse around enough to find some shit like that. But, I find it's weird. I think it's weird. I think it's weird that like take the situation with Coi Leray and Benzino. Even in the music, from what I hear her saying, it's like acknowledge me for an individual and my work, and you hating on me and this and that. But ooh, are we failing to remember and respect where the talent was passed down from? And then in the moments of what I would think are maybe what he's saying is, the moments of protection sound admirable, and I can appreciate those feelings being aired publicly about how she was dressing in videos with grown men and blah blah blah. I think that still comes with like, man, you gotta throw that with a grain of salt because she's in the industry. You should be closer to her than what you are, so where that in the moment you know what's going on, not after the fact, and able to speak on it. Because if you know what's going on in the moment, then you have the time and the opportunity to voice your grievance or dissatisfaction or disagreement. And I think a lot of people, as parents, neglect that in the moment aspect of parenting. Because hindsight is always 2020, but you can't never go home again. So if you're not that active in your kid's life, even into adulthood, early adulthood, especially, because you know, I don't believe that we should just throw our kids off into the street at 18, 19, or even 21, depending on who they are and the level of their maturity and development. Some kids mature slower than others. You have to acknowledge the child that you have, who they are. You know what I mean? Whether they're exceeding expectation or falling well below them, you're still supposed to know who they are so that you could, if you want to, and you should, even attempt to try to help them and should want to help them moving forward. Because we're supposed to want better for our kids than we have for ourselves. If y'all only knew what I'm sacrificing for my son, y'all wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't even believe it. But it ain't for y'all. It ain't y'all's business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like I say, a lot of people think I'm very public. I'm not that public. I like to talk. I like to tell jokes. I like to be in the public. I like to socialize. But I'm not really all that big on my personal life just being for public consumption. Especially if I'm not giving you something to consume. You're digging for something and you're making it up as you go along if you can't find it. I have plenty. It just ain't your business. Like I say, pay me for the book. Y'all want to know? I'll write it in the book. Y'all gonna read it? They say black folks don't read. As a matter of fact, let that go. I'll take it out on the topic of this show. Taraji P. Henson, Monique, some other black actresses and actors, not just black women, black men as well, are voicing that they're being underpaid for their services in Hollywood. And just piggybacking on what I was talking about, if you are in an understanding of your space, do you understand what your true value is? So, if you're not a worldwide megastar, because we've never heard Will Smith say he was underpaid. But Will Smith crossed over into a realm of worldwide superstar status. I think a lot of us, even though we're great actors and actresses, do excellent work, stellar, superb work, our superstar status is only so far reaching. And within that reach and radius, there's only so much money. It's not mega superstar worldwide money. So to compare, and I'm not trying to disparage nobody, I swear to God I'm not. But to compare your salary to someone who is above your status and stature in the craft is a bit disingenuous. And then especially when y'all signing these contracts. Like, who knows? I already said that shit. I probably signed my first contract very low ball because, nigga, give me some money. Give me some motherfucking money. Give me some money. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Because I'm like, thank you, Lord Jesus. But then if it this and that, I'll do the research and see if maybe I should get a little more. And maybe a little more. But if I'm right here, like, there's a lot of people out there that's like, hey, look, I'm making more money than I would ever make in my life working a regular job, doing something that I fucking love now. And I'm cool with it. I don't got to be a megastar. I live in a nice home. My paperwork set up nicely. My kids is straight. I'm chilling. Coochie. Coochie. So, Jerome posed this question. Overvaluing themselves. I think it could be an example of overvaluing themselves. I absolutely think it could be. Especially if it's just how you feel and it's not supported by any facts. And then on top of that, what did you sign in the contract? And that's something like, a lot of people don't want to hear. People will say like, oh, you hating and, you know what I'm saying? You're not understanding their plight. No, I do understand the plight. That's why I'm saying let's not sign no more of these crazy contracts. Do the research first. Get some what they call that shit where you get like, contingencies put in place. This is cool. I'm good with making 50 racks for this. Especially if I get to take home 50 racks. Y'all taking care of this, then I'm good with it. I'll sign it. I want to do this project. I really want to do this project. I'll take the 50. But in the fine print, if it happens to blow, I'm going to need X percentage of the blow up rate. So it's not me saying that, I think that they're fucked up in some kind of way. I don't want to, say no shit like that. I want to just say that I don't think we're doing our due diligence in business the way we should as Black people. Because like I said, like I'll admit, I'll be happy as fuck to give me 50 racks. I probably will do a motherfucking, what did she do? I do Precious. There we go. Hi, Shonda.
I don't hear nothing. Oh,
you still don't hear?
hello?
Hello, I can hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
I can hear you.
It would help. It would help if I had my volume not on 0, huh?
How many
A
drinks
bitch
was
been
that?
drinking.
How many
A
drinks
bitch
was
been
that?
drinking. That's neither here nor there.
I've been
That's
drinking.
neither here nor there.
I've been
I've been drinking. I've been drinking.
I've been drinking. Can't keep my eyes off that baby. I
I'm trying to
want
keep it. I do. I
you.
do. I do. I do. Waiting for him to pull up right now.
Hey, wherever you at, it look lit up though. It be looking like it's daytime, but I know good hell well it's dark.
It's 10:24.
Yes, it is. It's 8:24 on the west. What up
So
though? Shit.
okay. Real quick recap. What was his problem? What did he
Who's
do? I mean,
problem?
cause I don't be knowing why the separation. I was trying to
Who's
read the comments, but it didn't really say nothing.
whose problem are you referring to?
What was the separation between the pastor and the sinner?
I don't know what the separation between the pastor and the sinner is. 'Cause ain't nobody said nothing other than just disappear and don't come back. And so
Wait, you
all
said
I
that.
would do, and
I'm drunk. You
I
said
don't
that
like,
real fast. You
I
said
don't
that
like
real
to
fast.
assume. Here I come, Candy. I don't like to assume
Uh,
because
yeah.
I make an ass out of myself. But I do believe that even though he probably wouldn't admit it, he's a little more sensitive to the personal attacks than he lets on. And the problem with that is he makes a lot of personal attacks.
Look, you could dish it, but you can't take it.
It
I could see
seems to be
that.
that way. It seems to be that way because the disappearing act, what's the disappearing act for? Especially when, as soon as you want to claim, I quit without talking to me at all, you quickly made some new shit and then went live twice, and ain't nobody heard from you in over a month.
Right, right. Cause I was like, I hit up when I was, I be trying to post my shit on the page and shit, right? When I be finding shit, right? And I'm like, hold
Mm-hmm.
on, my group, it ain't coming up as an option supposed to. So
So
I
with
hit him
that,
up and I hit
go
both
ahead.
y'all up at the same time. And he like, I don't know, she took me off as an admin. I was like, oh, okay.
I dropped the
That's
whole
all.
page, and the only reason I opened it today was to share his new page. So the people that's over there would know that it's a new page for him and they can, you know what I'm saying? But that page is too negative, it's too personal. The way a page is supposed to be ran, people are not supposed to be sitting up arguing back and forth that are supposed to know each other and friends or whatever, this and that. Like all of that and jumping in inboxes and people hitting me up talking about they feeling this kind of way and feeling that kind of way. That's not the air. And then especially for me, I didn't sign up for all this vitriol and this personal shit. Like I didn't sign up for this. And
Right,
I do own my participation in it. Because
right,
you know me, I could be a tit for tat type of motherfucker. You hit me,
right,
I'm
right,
hitting you. Let's go. You say something crazy, like shit, I might be on your ass forever.
right.
You never
And
know.
my petty level. They say when they go low, I go to hell. So shit.
So I wasn't really feeling all of that. And like I said, being that it had been over a month and I ain't heard nothing from Jerome, I took the opportunity to say we're gonna squash this and start something because we had already talked about the past and the Senate needed a page that was public because that's why it's getting
Right,
personal because we talking to each other over and over and over and we're sharing too much personal shit and then people who don't even know you making judgment calls and writing out it's too personal.
yeah, yeah. I get
You know
that.
what I mean? And if Jerome want to do personal and he want a whole bunch of random people yap 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 and want to go, that's fine, but that's not good for me. And at the same time, like I say, that might be a little bit of my fault too, because I probably should have voiced it earlier when it first started changing from just being, when we was having fun and it was a little dominoes, a
Right.
little relationship, a little just clowning, a little Bible, when it turned into just, we just talking about women all day, every day on the Pastor and Senate and everything in one
Every day, all day.
when it
People
turned
getting
into
in their
that,
feelings.
right? Like for real. And like I say, I participated in the bullshit too.
Me
That's
too,
why I
because
said,
I'm going to go,
go ahead.
you go low, I'm going to go lower, like to hell low.
But that's why I said when we were supposed to be redoing and starting to get consistent or whatever again, that I was gonna try to start changing my little situation. I'm not gonna sit up and just drink a whole bottle of liquor and smoke 3 blunts. You know what I mean? And literally get all the way fucked up on this motherfucker. For real. I'm not gonna change who I am. I am who I am. I'm free. I'm not living in a world where I gotta be shirt buttoned up and stiff collar. And I'm not even looking for a man that's looking for a woman like that. I'm not even looking for a man, period. But the man that's gonna fuck with me is just gonna let me be me. He gonna like me for just who the fuck I am. Like this motherfucker crazy. This shit in ass is wild. A lot of personality, so that's just me. But it doesn't make me a criminal or say that I motherfucking be doing shit that I ain't got no business. Even if I was, I'm grown. So that's another thing. Like, unless you my man, I don't understand why these men feel like they have a say so in how you live and how you behave. Like, I'm not a young girl looking for a husband. I've already raised a whole adult. I already been through the whole relationship shit. I can have it or I can not have it. I just want to be happy. I don't want to be no problem to nobody, and I don't want nobody bringing me no problems. Now, life is life. We can deal with that, but I'm not trying to be like, hey, can you pay my bills? Hey, I need some help with this. Hey, hi. Do you got the money to take care of me? I'm not trying to be that motherfucker. And I also don't want no man to come and be looking at me. What you got? What you got? For real, y'all can use it. No, I don't need that neither. I want a relationship. I want to like somebody that like me. Like I want to be like happy to see each other, kick it type shit. Like run and jump in your motherfucking arms, like shit, fucking in 10 seconds. I swear that's what I like. Hi Gary, I miss you, Gary. Gary, I just want to keep everything copacetic. Like I say, I may not have went about it exactly 100% correctly. But even with that, between you and I was already starting to see. I'm like, this page is getting too personal. Like we talking to each other, like we not in the public. Like we not just like we're using contexts of you, me, I, we, instead of them, one, whomever, and staying just talking about a topic. Now, if someone else who's running the page wants to have the conversation where they pass judgment and tell you what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do it, when you're supposed to do it, that's how they get down. It ain't for me. And like I said, in my spiritual, because I've been going through spiritual warfare, y'all wouldn't even understand. Clearing the energy of any negativity is necessary for mental function and health. Like I'm not used to that much negativity all at one time. I ain't all about all these random people's perspective and shit. That's crazy. I ain't like I said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna do Center After Dark when I feel like doing Center After Dark. He gonna do what he do. I had already came into the year saying I was gonna try to work on mine, but if it's a situation where only one person is owning their part in the fuckery, then I don't know what's gonna happen. But I ain't quit. My whole position and point tonight is I did not quit, and this shit didn't start off as no motherfucking group. And ain't nobody but me and Jerome Wooten put in any work on this goddamn show. Anybody else that did claim they put in some work got paid for it. Because we didn't even get free t-shirts. Or at least I didn't. I quit 2 years of my good hard labor for the henchmen to get up on this motherfucker and say, I think I'm above the group. That was beneath both of y'all. But I guess anything to be try to be funny. Key. Only problem is you speaking on me and you lying. And neither one of y'all had anything to do with it. And Brother Pastor, really? 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 You don't have to say nothing. You doing your thing. Did I say something? I didn't say shit. I was made well aware of the fact that you started a new page and some shit. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say a motherfucking word. And I didn't do anything to stop the pastor at the center. Nothing. Literally opened the motherfucking door for it to evolve and move forward. We don't need that page and it ain't going nowhere. We talked about that. Let me see. I gotta do you like I did Chonda. Okay.
Hey
Well,
girl, hey.
hey girl, Miss Kim.
What's going on?
Girl.
What's going on?
Just taking a moment to address the bullshit.
Right. I
Because
mean, I don't
regardless of where we go from here, shit, you don't get to just say no shit about me and you don't know nothing the fuck about what the fuck you talking about on some shit that I created with somebody else. I could take whatever Jerome talking about. Me and Jerome been going back and forth. We could keep going back and forth. But two motherfuckers talking about some goddamn group shit. What group?
I mean, it's like you kind of stuck like between a rock and a hard place, right? Because you don't want to, because I don't want to say nothing that make nobody else feel a type of way either. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, some people should just be quiet. Like, everybody know how I feel about Donald Owsley. Y'all know how I feel about him. And, so anything I say is not going to be positive. You know what I'm saying? But, sometimes I think people be looking for acceptance and approval and to do anything to get it. You know what I'm saying? And so, because when I heard the comment, I was like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is, even if that's what happened, it didn't need to be said, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I fall out with somebody, oh, we just ain't cool no more. Like, I'm not gonna go into details or whatever with anybody or everybody who asks, because I ain't on that type of move. You know what I'm saying? We all grown, so I should be able to just say, hey, we ain't that no more, and then we could just keep it pushing. It shouldn't have to require. I don't have to down you to explain if we ain't fucking with each other no more. You know what I'm saying? I could just say we ain't fucking with each other no more. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing. You know, if anybody who been watching for a while know, I used to come on shit almost every episode, and then it got to be too much. You know what I'm saying? When you constantly arguing with people about the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to ridicule you because their vocabulary is subpar. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I got out the podcast, like, I really had an argument with a bunch of grown people about whether or not plethora is a word. And I'm just like, this is not my 40-year-old life. Like, I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I backed up because, like you said, I heard you say something about the same old stuff. Like, I don't want to argue with a man that I'm not. If I'm not fucking you, I don't feel like I should have to argue with you. You understand what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to a man. So when you arguing with somebody about the same old shit every day, as you know, when you 19, 20, 25, maybe even 30, you can still be looking to place blame on the opposite sex when it comes to relationships and why they're not working. But most of us are past that 40-year-old mark where you got to start doing a little self-reflection. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to defend women every day of my life. You understand what I'm saying? We all know it's gonna always be exceptions to the rule. And I also don't want to male bash because I feel like you forcing me to male bash because you keep bashing females. So you making me be like, fuck niggas, when really I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love men. You know what I'm saying? I love men. I love black men. I want to cultivate healthy relationships with men, even if it's not a romantic relationship. I want to be able to have an adult conversation with another adult without it being insulting. I don't have to insult you to get my point across, but most importantly, I don't have to allow you to insult me because I disagree with your point. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
competitive conversation.
Right. Like, let's just talk.
It's a competitive conversation. Why am I in this conversation to compete?
Because nobody's learning anything.
It's not a debate. It's a competition.
Nobody's learning anything. Nobody's view is changing about anything. And a
lot of it don't apply. Like, most of us, our demographic for the pastor in the Senate is 40 something and above. Between 45 and 55 is really our age range. We got a few older than that. We got a few younger than that. But right there, so most of us are not even out in the world trying to create no family. We had our kids already.
Right.
Now we want to talk about relationship shit as grown folks. Okay, the dating scene, this, that, and the other thing. But if we ain't got no kids up here to talk to, no youngsters to talk to, no women that are sexy red age and Sukiyana age to actually sit here and talk to guide that we're actually guiding somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
Why is that even the topic of the conversation? Why is it that we need to know how badly all these older men want younger women? Okay, go over there with the younger women. Why is it that you over here with the older women trying to tell them how much you don't want them?
Yeah.
As if they want you.
Right, because I was just about to say, like, a lot of conversations. Okay, let me just say this first of all. I don't got, because just in case anybody needs to know or anybody think, anybody wondering, I don't have no beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not beefing with nobody. I'm not I didn't come on here to be like fuck Jerome, you know what I'm saying,
It's never
or none of
fuck.
that kind of shit, or fuck
It's never
Dunn, or
fuck.
fuck anybody. I didn't come on here to be on none of that kind of shit. But at the same time, it's very discouraging and disparaging to sit and just be berated for being nothing other than alive. You understand what I'm saying? Or to have somebody tell me that the stuff that I say about my life is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that I'm not a Christian. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that I'm out here hoeing, because you have absolutely no idea. If I can tell you that I've had sex every single day of 2024, it will literally be a lie, because I haven't even had sex in 2024. But I can say I did, and that's it. That's the end of the conversation. You can't tell me no, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go back and forth with me about my life experience. You understand what I'm saying? You also cannot look me in my face and say, as a man, I post a lie, but as a woman, you don't tell no lies, and you just no. That's not even a conversation I want to be a part of, because it's not conducive to the betterment of me, and it ain't gonna get nobody nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? And I also don't want to be don't don't attempt to hold a conversation with me, but trying to be funny at the same time, because my mouth can be very ruthless in a lot of different ways. You feel me? So, when you can talk about me, because guess what? I'm going to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? But don't talk about me out loud, and everybody can hear you. And then when I talk about you, now I'm put on mute. Now don't do that. Let's be
in the whole goddamn thing. In the whole goddamn thing.
And again, I don't have a problem with Jerome. Me and Jerome are not beefing. I am not a part of the pastor and the sinner. I'm not, that wasn't my, my group.
It wasn't nobody.
Yeah, I wasn't a part of that. So I'm not speaking on whatever happened between you and Jerome. I'm just saying in general. You understand what I'm saying? Because it used to be a time where it would be
That's all I'm
5,
speaking.
6, 7, 8 of us on here.
I'm not speaking on nothing that's geared towards my side to people so that they take my side.
Right. I joined,
Since motherfuckers want to put out bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I would hope that people enjoy whatever I do, whatever he do.
Right.
If we do something together, of course, whatever we do together. I would hope they enjoyed the whole motherfucking thing, because it's all encompassing and can really be great. I mean, I wouldn't be doing it this long if I didn't think that something could really be like good about this. But I know it was going in the wrong direction. And I also knew that that's the direction Jerome wanted to go in. And he didn't want to do that with me because I'm non-cooperative. I'm not the motherfucker you can control.
Right.
Especially if, like, how you want to call it, you dishing what you can't take. Yeah. I've had too many people come and hit me up and be like, damn, what are you, his punching bag? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this motherfucker just coming, like, just, you laughing and you talk your shit, blah, 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 but then it don't seem like it's being received the same way it's being given. I'm like, yeah. But he knows that about me. He knows I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say and I'll move on.
Yeah.
I'm not holding no bullshit.
I mean,
at the very beginning, there will be no conditioning of talking to me and calling me out my motherfucking name. There will be no conditioning me to accept that. So what's gonna happen is you say some goofy shit, I say some goofy shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I used to come on. It used to be, like you said, it used to be really fun and really engaging, and it used to be. And then
before
it
it
just
came
got,
to
for
take
me,
totally
I don't know
believe.
about for nobody else, but for me, it just got to be, it got to the point where every single time I would come on and I would leave angry. You know what I mean? And so for me, it was like I got to take a step back because there's no way I can keep allowing people to take me out of my, take me out of my mind like that, because I would be angry. You know what I'm saying? Because not just because of what was being said, but what I wasn't allowed to say back. You know what I'm saying? And just the narrative about shit, because for people who don't know me and have somehow formed this opinion of me, and then when I'm telling you, no, you're wrong, and this is what the real is, and I still have to argue back and forth about that, like that's crazy to me. And I'm just, it was just like, okay, yeah, I'm not doing this. So for a long time I stayed away, so I don't know what was going on. But even just scrolling down Facebook, and I would see a post and would want to comment on it, like I want to say something, but I tell myself I can't, because if I do, you're gonna say some stupid shit, and
Personal.
I'm gonna respond,
It's
and
gonna
then
be
it's gonna be
personal.
back. Yeah, right. Because it's,
Not just a
oh,
comment. It's a
that's
personal
why
attack.
you not with. That's why your baby dad ain't with you. As if, number one, that was my goal, or number two, as if you even know the dynamics of that relationship. Because realistically, I could have a stand-up baby that and just be telling you that he a piece of shit, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because especially with social media, people pretend very well. I'm not one of those people, because I don't feel like, for one, I'm not in a position where I care about impressing people that have no um longevity in my life, right? You don't bring nothing to my life, you don't take nothing away from my life. So impressing you is not my goal. You understand what I'm saying? And you never know, on a platform like this, you never know who is watching you and who's listening to you, because people can watch and never say anything to you. So for people that are watching me, I when I'm on the show, right, I want people to feel like it's okay to just be yourself and have your own opinion, even if it don't coincide with the opinions of everybody around you. Because it's not been plenty of time where I done been on the show and I'm the only one with my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not backing down from my opinion, because this is my opinion. And so I want people to say it's okay to be not you. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't have to.
What's so great about you that I got
Right.
to be?
It just was like, I think that you think that I have, not you, but I'm saying
I know what
people,
you're saying.
you think that I have to be here in order to get any type of attention. I know I go live on my page all the time, and you know what I'm saying, hang out and chill with people who know me, like not domino me, because we all are supposed to uh you're all supposed to categorize and separate different aspects of yourself from different people. People who I work with will never get candy ever. You understand what I'm saying? Because they get work me. You know what I'm saying? They get, I don't say ain't, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I talk professional, I act professional. I would never be like, turn the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be the personality that they get, and it's okay. But, like I said, to have a bunch of grown ass men. The thing is, when you somebody like me who is still a part of the dating society, right? And then you talking to a whole bunch of grown ass men with such a fucked up mentality, it made me want to be like, shit, let me go get a cup of cats or something, and I hate cats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to be a part of that scene, because it's not like it's like, five men, yeah, five men, and one of them is, one of them is off the track. It's like five men with five fucked up ways of thinking, and it's just like, if this is what it is, let me. And it's, so I think it also deters, other people, because it's like, listen, no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this is what's
you,
out there in
you,
the paper
right,
world. Y'all talking about go pretend to be a man and go be on a dating site to see how these women are. Shit, we right here with y'all seeing how you niggas is.
right.
Yeah, shit. What are you saying to deter me from thinking that those women are right for behaving the way they behaving?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even make me, or even put out the narrative that, because I always preface anything I say that I know is about to go against the norm with, but this is candy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all women are like this. You know what I'm saying? This me. So don't let my train of thinking deter you from, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you out here looking for. Because I know that I am an acquired taste. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know my thinking, my opinions, the way I view things, the way I articulate stuff. I know that's not for everybody, but I don't want to be for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all come and y'all, the way that y'all talk, you try to make it seem like this is every man's viewpoint, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And then you don't get to say, I remember the first time that me and Donald got into an argument, and it was just like, bro, you don't get to do all this, women ain't shit, and fuck child support and blah blah. And you are the example. Like, you are the epitome of what the problem is, and then you try to pretend as if you're not. You are. You don't get to.
You ain't white nobody. You done made a baby mama just like a bunch of other.
But then when you get called out on you, this is you. Now it's oh, you just mad because nobody don't want your fat ass. I'm not mad though, because see, the thing is, I don't want you to want me. So nobody's losing anything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't want me, I don't want you to want me. We all even. But let's get back to the topic on hand, which is niggas. And they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to be like, oh, single women ain't shit, but you're a single man. So therefore, you can't be disparaging to your own demographic and then try to excuse yourself from it, because you're a part of it. If I sat here and said fat bitches ain't shit, I'm a fat bitch. I'm a part of that group. You understand what I'm saying? So when I say fat bitches ain't shit, I'm in turn saying I'm not shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but the thing about it is that you have to be, at this age, you have to learn some accountability, right? You have to be able to say, I know that it's wrong, and I stand by the way I think, but I still know it's wrong. I can sit here all day. I am an advocate for sexual liberation. I'm an advocate for that. However, I do not promote it, right? So I'm not going to tell you, Shannon, fuck every nigga you see. But if you say I'm fucking every nigga I see, high five, bitch, get your life, do what you do. But I'm not going to promote what quote unquote bad behavior, because but if I want to exhibit bad behavior, I will. Right? Because I feel like,
wrong folks.
At the end of the day, we none of us know how long our time here is going to be, right? None of us know. Nobody knows when the last second of your life is going to be. Nobody knows, right? So in my mind, and the way I live my life is to freely be who I'm going to be forever, right? So If you don't agree with it, that's fine. Because you have to live it. You understand what I'm
We
saying?
shouldn't even be in the same motherfucking arena anyway. And if we
Right.
are, and it's on something type of business, like
Yeah.
just say we got this domino community and we
Right.
all different. Aside from coming here to play dominoes, if you ain't moving like I'm moving and I'm not moving like you moving, we don't kick it.
Yeah.
We play dominoes. If we happen to motherfucking get matched up, we play our motherfucking game. We probably come in and be cordial. How everybody doing? If you know them or if you don't. But other
Yeah.
than that,
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you know. That's how you know. Yeah. That's how you know. I don't know. I just think
I
like
know I come to party. I know
yeah.
I ain't travel, especially for like Cali Bones. I do more like I ain't even doing no party and I ain't drinking that much or nothing like that, except for the summer part, the summer bones. But
Yeah.
the regular little ones coming and really just come to play.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I'm
you
saying?
at home. So when
Traveling
you
across the
yeah.
motherfucking country, it ain't no guarantee that I'm gonna win this shit. So you think I travel across the country to come play just dominoes?
Yeah.
I
But
come to have a good
that was the
motherfucking
point of the
time.
But that was the point of the live dominoes is the fellowship. Anybody who's ever come to that, because I've never been to, I said to myself that this year I'm going to make one of the Cali tournaments. And I'm trying. So if y'all heard you ain't when I come to Cali, you motherfuckers better open me, but better welcome me with open motherfucking arms. And y'all better show me a good motherfucking time. But when I'm here, I live here, but I play, I play and I compete, but I came to fucking socialize. You understand what I'm saying? I want to play
the whole goddamn country.
Yeah, I want to play, but shit, I came to socialize and I'm gonna have
a good time.
But that's the thing. But that's because I can be unapologetically me. You understand what I'm saying? Right. I don't have to. Oh, she be drunk at every tournament and and you want to buy me another drink? And do you want to buy me another drink? You understand what I'm saying?
And thank you.
Exactly.
Line them the fuck up. Line them the fuck up.
I'm gonna be drunk every time. I'm gonna be high too. I'm gonna be drunk. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna get my fat ass up and shake my ass. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna cuss somebody out. I'm gonna do all that shit because that's who I am, unapologetically me. And I don't mind having a debate with somebody, but you know, when we talking, when you start to insulting me, I'm going to insult you, and I'm not going to be nice about it, and I'm not going to apologize for it because I said what I said. Had you not went there with me, I would have never gone there with you because I can articulate myself. I can say what I mean without being mean. You understand what I'm saying? And that's that. If you don't agree, then just say, okay, I hear you. I don't agree with you, but I hear you. But don't say I don't agree with you and you just dead ass wrong. No, I'm not. And also you have to know your audience because let me tell you something. Religion is a very, very tricky subject, right? Which is why it's one of those things that you only supposed to talk about at work because it's such a right politics and religion. But what I'm never going to do is allow anyone to demean me or my religious preferences, whatever they are. Because the reality is, as a Christian, God said you can follow me or not. So if he gave me a choice to do what I do, you can't impose something on me. You understand what I'm saying? When you read your Bible, you interpret it however you interpret it. I think I told somebody, I told somebody before, every preacher not preaching the same sermon, right? And they can take the same exact scripture and preach a different sermon on that scripture, which lets you know that every scripture is interpretation. You don't get to just pick and choose the shit that make it good for you. You know what I'm saying? That make your point good. Just like when you read any other article, book, newspaper clipping, or whatever, the things that happen before that and the things that happen after that all of that matters together. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just you can't go and pick out slaves love your master, and then not, you know what I'm saying, not the verse before that said masters treat your slaves right. You understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta be able to read before and after so that you can comprehend. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say boom, boom. And then if that's your interpretation, that's fine. But you have to be open to hearing other people's interpretations.
Right.
You know, so, because realistically, when you listen to a podcast, I think you want to listen to people that have similar ideals as you, but you also want to hear something from a different perspective so that it gives you something else to think about.
Right.
Because
expand your thinking.
Me and you are we alike in a lot of ways, but there's a lot of things that we differ in. You understand what I'm saying? But we can still have a conversation. We can have a whole podcast for hours, or episode or whatever, and not have an argument. Now, we disagree because you got your opinion and I got mine, and you go say yours, I'm gonna say mine, and then we go recap, and then we're gonna move on to the next subject because there's no argument. But when you're talking to somebody and you are made to feel as if you don't get to think differently, that's a crock of shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think like you, and you don't think like me, because we're different people, and
we don't got to. Why do we have to?
We've experienced different things, and so we think about things differently, and we approach things differently. You know what I'm saying?
What
so a lot of women
agree on is manners, respect, decorum, consideration,
right,
and communicate.
Right.
That's what we're supposed to agree upon. Just common decency.
Just being, just being respectful.
If you feel disrespect is your move, disrespect begets disrespect.
Exactly. And then, and not only that, but once you disrespect me, you don't get to pick the level of disrespect that I display to you. Right. Period. So if you call me one bitch and I call you 57 bitches, you can't be mad about that because you open up the doors to the disrespect. And I don't have a limit on my disrespect, right? Because I approach every single person respectfully. Even people who I don't like, I can be respectful towards you, right? Now, people who I don't like, I try not to engage too much in because I know in my mind I can perceive the stuff that you say in a manner that you didn't mean, right? Because I don't like you anyway. So I'm looking for a reason to, be, with you, right? But if you're respectful, then I can be respectful back. But don't start, you dumb. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, for instance, I was having a conversation with somebody about Gypsy Rose, right? You know who Gypsy Rose is, right? Okay, so I'll try to be. So Gypsy Rose is a girl. Her mother had Munchausen syndrome, right? That's what it's called, right? Munchausen syndrome.
I know what Munchausen
syndrome is. You know who she is? You said you know who she is?
I know what Munchausen syndrome is.
Okay, so Gypsy Rose's mother had Munchausen syndrome, right? And so for years, she was abusing this girl. You know what I'm saying? This girl had, hundreds of surgeries. This girl had a feeding tube. Her mama was, saying she had leukemia. She had cancer. She was saying the girl couldn't walk, but she could. Like, she did the girl dirty, okay? She was good, girl. She got like them Make-A-Wish foundations and shit, girl. They gave her a house, a van. She was going to Disney World on them, Make-A-Wish ass trips and shit. She did the girl dirty. Well, the girl wind up meeting this boy online and convinced the boy they basically killed her mama. Okay. he killed her mama, but they killed her mama together. And after he killed her, he raped her, killed her, raped her, and they mailed the knife to his house because he came from like states away.
What?
And she left with him. They rode the Greyhound bus, I think, going back to his house. But when people came and found her mama dead, she was missing. So it was like a, like a manhunt, like, where is Gypsy Rose? But because remind you, nobody knows that this girl can walk, and they know she can talk, but they don't know she can walk. Her wheelchair here, but she gone. So everybody wondering what happened to her. They think it's somebody, it was
if the mama got fucked up, she got fucked up too, right?
Right. So they wound up finding she could walk or whatever. Her and the dude got caught. So she got sentenced to jail. He got life or some shit like that because he's the one who killed her, right? So she just got out of jail maybe 2 months ago. About 2 months ago?
Yeah, it was December 2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago she got out of jail. And so she done got married and everything. So everybody was like, I'm glad Gypsy Rose is free and she should have never been locked up. And I was like, yes, the fuck she should have been.
Killed her mama?
He physically.
But she's an accessory to murder.
Right. So this is the thing. This is what I said. And a lot of people don't agree with me, but I don't give a fuck. She knew that she could walk. You see what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Girl didn't know, but she knew. She knew she could. Let me tell you what she did. She met this boy. Girl, she was out on the internet having sex, computer sex. You know what I'm saying? This girl, you're ordering dominatrix motherfucking costumes and shit. She done snuck and got this laptop her mama don't know nothing about. She got her mama taking her to the movies, and she meeting these motherfuckers online and fucking them in the goddamn bathroom and shit while she supposed to be in the movies with her mama. I said her mama was very manipulative and her mama fucked her up. If she would have killed her mama, okay, boom, you got. But you didn't kill your mama. You manipulated. You took a man whose IQ was not, average. You feel what I'm saying? And you manipulated him into killing your mama. You stood there while he killed her. He raped her, and then you left with him. You didn't turn him in. When y'all was at that, you could get away. You got away from your mama, so you could have got away from him. You snuck around in your mama, fucking in the bathroom. You could have snuck away from him and got the police involved. You did not. You played the victim, and you was a victim to your mama, but your mama was a victim to you. You understand what I'm saying? So all that free Gypsy, we glad Gypsy Rose free. She deserves to be in jail just as long as that boy deserves to be in jail because she convinced him to kill her mama. If I'm telling you, if she would have killed her mama, I would feel totally different about it, right? Because if you abusing me and I just say fuck it, I'm tired of you abusing me and kill you, boom, it is what it is. And period. Then maybe she should not have went to jail. But you convinced this man who your mama hadn't done nothing to him, and everything your mama did,
motherfucking Manson bitch.
You benefited from it as well. All them when you was like, I'm talking about, girl, it was so bad. This girl was really like, I don't know, 19, 21 or some shit, and had motherfuckers thinking her mama had people thinking she was like 15, 16 years old. Like she had no teeth in her mouth, all that medication that, I don't think she ever had chemo, but girl, she was getting surgeries to get feet into. Girl, listen, you have to go and watch
game.
You have to go and watch. It's a whole bunch of shows about her now. But if you just go to the internet and like Google Gypsy Rose and just watch some of the movies and documentaries that were made by her, like nobody knew that this girl was, she could walk and all these, like her mama was going, girl, from doctor to doctor. Like she'll go to this doctor and be like, oh, this other doctor said she had leukemia. And this doctor, he just started treating her for leukemia. He ain't even got no doctor records and shit. I'm talking this girl had hundreds of
know.
surgeries. Girl, it was horrible. But I'm saying
Yeah,
that
all that going on and still the energy and mental faculty to be gaming and plotting on
yes,
us.
yeah, I'm telling you, she
Yeah,
met
free
this
Gypsy
man.
Rose. Free Gypsy Rose.
She already out of jail. She out of
That's
jail.
what
And
she
then
did.
even when she got out of jail, let me tell you something. She got out of
Way to
prison.
overcome the motherfucking odds.
Like she married to this man. And baby, she was online saying, "Oh,
Wow.
baby, they just mad because you ain't
I'm
giving them that dick that you giving me."
Wow.
Girl, listen,
Wow.
said it. I'm talking about. She was like,
Wow.
"Shit." She was like, "You do your big one." You hear me? Like this is the attitude, which is why I'm saying, like, listen, was she a victim? Yes, she was. But she deserved to go to
Also a
jail.
culprit and a
Yeah,
predator.
she deserved to go to
She
jail for her
learned from
mama's
the
murder. Yeah,
master.
your mother died because you convinced somebody else to kill her, and that's the thing. You want to? Oh, you were a victim of your mama, but that boy was a victim of yours because you completely manipulated him into killing your mama, and you went to jail, but for a very small amount of time. That boy gonna be in jail for the rest of his life, all because he was trying to do something for you. He was trying to help you be free when you could have already been free. You got away from her before, but instead of sneaking out to the bathroom to go fuck that nigga, you could have snuck out to the bathroom and went to the police station and said, "This bitch got these people up here having surgeries on me, and ain't shit wrong with me because look at me, I can walk." And you chose not to. You chose, and then, girl, listen.
No, she learned the game from her mama.
When
The mama probably getting all kind of free shit, sympathy, and everything, and coming up on all kind of shit. So she like, oh, this
and she was, and when she came up missing, girl, she was posting on Facebook, which is where she was meeting these people at too on Facebook. Like, all I'm saying is, and I was telling the person, like, you mad at me because I'm like, fuck Gypsy Rose. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel bad for the people that you involved in your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck that your mama is dead because your mama fucked you up.
Yeah, but
whatever happened to her, whatever happened to her, it happened. So I don't even give a.
Yeah, but where did she get a cutoff switch though? You know what I'm saying? Like if this is what happened to you, you know what I mean?
Why would you?
Where do you have the cutoff switch if you've never seen a cutoff switch? If you're doing a straight mimic and imitation,
but this is the thing though. But
okay, cut the switch off.
Well, then when you get caught,
that's telling you. Maybe.
But this is the thing. Her mama did get caught. Her mama should have got caught because a lot of people. Her mama was a good manipulator. Okay, she convinced these doctors. She had these doctors performing surgeries that girl could eat. There's no fucking reason why she should have had a feeding tube or none of that shit. And you convinced these doctors to do these surgeries on her. So you were a good manipulator. What I'm saying is, you don't get to manipulate somebody else, and then they suffer.
She right for that.
If he had been someone with an average IQ, I don't think that you could have gotten him to do what you got him to do. So you found somebody weak, and you manipulated the situation. I don't want to say fuck her because that's really, really harsh. Because I do feel very bad for her.
Okay, I'm gonna take my impressed back because I would actually be more impressed if she did it to somebody of equal intelligence. Because apparently her physical condition had nothing to do with her mental condition. She obviously
and so she looks like she might have a slightly lower than average IQ, right? And I think she may. I just don't like the fact that this man is now serving the rest of his life in jail because he tried to help you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't.
That's a slippery slope because where do you find the separation between her accountability and his accountability? Because at the end of the day,
Right.
He knows right from wrong.
Right. So I don't think that he
Determined
should have.
that
I don't
he
think that he
knows
should not have
murder
gotten
is
any time.
wrong.
I just think that the punishment should have been equal across the board. So I'm not saying that he didn't know
I
it
don't
was
know.
wrong to kill her mama. What I am saying though
The
is
thought is the thought worse than the act, or is the act worse than the thought? I can
well,
tell you, girl. I wish these motherfuckers would go over here and shoot this house up. I wish. I want them to. I want it. I can want it, and I can speak on it. I hate them motherfuckers.
but why the
But
house is getting
whoever is
shot up?
listening, but that motherfucker that get up and go over and shoot that motherfucking house up is on the same level that I'm on, because I'm just
But listen, but if you sit and watch the house be shot up, you take the gun after they shoot them up and you dispose of the gun and all of this, you are
I'm
just as culpable
I'm
in
gonna
the shooting of the house as the person who shot
no,
them.
I'm not just as accountable because I ain't pulled no trigger.
Yeah, you are. But that's
No,
not
I
true
ain't
though.
pulled
Because
no
let me tell you
trigger.
something.
But
If me and you
I got your back. You my partner, so I got your back.
now,
So you know what I'm
if me and
saying?
you right now say, "Oh, let's put together a plan to go rob the bank," and
Mhm.
you decide that you're gonna be the getaway driver and I'm going inside the bank. Legally, we both are responsible for the robbing of the bank. Whether you went inside the bank, whether you went inside the bank with the gun and grabbed the money or not, you still participated in the scheme of robbing the bank.
But
And
I don't know. Okay, I hear you because that's a great analogy. However, does robbing a bank rise to the level of murder? You can
it
rob a
does
bank.
when
That is not committing any moral sin. You're committing a
well,
land
theft is a moral sin.
against the government. You
But
know,
theft is a moral sin. But theft is a moral
well,
sin.
a mortal sin
A
is
mortal.
that
I thought you said
mortal
moral.
sin?
Sorry.
Maybe I
But
didn't say
but
moral. I
but
meant
listen to me.
mortal.
If you listen, Shannon, if you sit and tell me, if me and you get involved in a relationship, okay, and you sit and tell me and you cry to me about how your mother has been abusing you all your life,
Mm-hmm.
how you're going to be stuck with her all of your life. She's been abusing you. And remember, I love you. You understand what I'm saying? I love you. And you love me. But we can't be together because your mama is abusing you. And you sit down with me and you come up with a plan with me to kill your mama. I didn't come up with this plan. I didn't just say Shannon told me this, so now I'm finna go avenge Shannon. I'm going to avenge Shannon. That's not what happened. He didn't say, "Oh my God, your mama is trash. I'm about to kill her." That's not what happened. They sat together and they made a plan together to kill her mother. The plan was for him to physically do it, but they made the plan together. It's not like he snuck in the house and the mama caught him and then it just happened.
This
That
is a
wasn't what
crime.
happened.
This is
They
a
made a plan together.
conscience.
Huh?
These are crimes of conscience, and I'm gonna beg to differ to say that to actually commit murder as opposed to planning to commit murder with you is two different things. Because if we both chicken out, then nobody's dead. If I wind up not doing nothing and you wind up not doing nothing, it wasn't nothing but a
But
plan.
guess what? If I'm doing something,
If
if
I
I'm doing
go
something and you
and
know,
make this, and if I go ahead and bring this plan to life by taking life, I do believe that I deserve a harsher punishment
I
than you.
don't.
I do
If
believe that
you
you should be like woo woo woo, but it's not your fault that my motherfucking ass was dumb enough to go with you on some
but
goofy
Shannon,
shit.
if me and you,
Your hands
if
are
me and you
clean,
both
but my
listen,
hands are dirty, and it's not equivalent to robbing a bank, because robbing a bank is not going to be a crisis of consciousness if you
but
get caught. You
But
gonna
if
hope
me and you,
put some money somewhere and then do your little time and come out and spend your little money.
but listen,
No,
if
you're
me and
not gonna
you,
fucking be like, oh, I robbed the bank and I'm gonna forever feel so fucked up about that. You're gonna be like 3 Hail Marys and a tap your heels and spin around and
but guess what?
take
If,
home and please
but
forgive
guess
me.
what? No,
You
if
done
me
with
and
that.
you, if me and you
If
both have a gun, no, if me and you both have a gun,
you're not gonna feel the same way I felt as committing the murder. You ain't looked in that motherfucker's eyes and took their life. You just talked about doing it. You saw I did it, and now you see the results of it, but you did not rise to the level of committing that type of act.
but listen, if me and you
I don't
are
give a fuck how
both,
much you talk
if
about it.
me and you both have a gun, and me and you both are shooting at the same person, only one of us still killed that person.
Both of us are shooting though.
Right, right. But
Both of us
and
are
she and
shooting
listen,
though.
she
But if I'm sitting in the car and you in there stabbing a nigga to death, I might not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but she
because I might have,
participated.
if the shoe was on the other foot and I said that I'll be the one to go inside and do the dirty work, I could go up in there and get cold feet. That is not an easy thing to do, to take somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? So I could go up in that bitch and be like, you know what, fuck that. You go in there and do that shit. I ain't about to kill this motherfucker. Shit, fuck that. I can ask God for forgiveness all day and la di da 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 in my Mercedes Benz with this money I stole. You know what I'm saying? I can
Right,
worry
and I get
about
that.
God gonna
I
nickel and dime that shit right back out my motherfucking car. So yes, I'm gonna pay for that. But it's a whole different thing to commit that murder, to take that life that don't belong to you. Like, nigga, that's two
and
different
and,
levels.
and, and that's true. But at the same time, you
And
don't
you get
get
more.
to,
Yeah, I mean, I get 40
we
years.
get
You get life. That's how I feel. I don't feel
40
like you
years,
get off.
40 years is life, but
Well,
you
so
don't.
what? So as long as the number, so long as it sound different,
I
I
mean,
got a
40,
possibility. If I
40
happen to
listen,
live till 80, I get the fuck up out of here. Your
yeah,
ass
that may
is
be
really
true.
getting out of
But
here. You ain't never.
but but with except for you, he doesn't know your mother. Except for you, he doesn't have no beef with your mother.
Worse. Who the fuck is he to
Except
kill
listen,
somebody?
except for you, he
And
has
take,
no access.
and taking
Except
your
for
side.
you,
He
listen.
taking your side.
Except for you, he has no access to your mama. Except for you, he has no access to the murder weapon. Even after he killed your mother, you still left with him. You still pretended as if you were somewhere hurt because you went out into the world amongst everybody knowing that people was looking for you and knowing that you wasn't expecting nobody to find you because nobody knew that you could walk. You understand? So
And
you still put
you
that
got
wig
more
on.
motive. You
You
got
still
more
put that
motive.
wig on. You still jumped on that bus. You still went to his mama house, skin and grin in her face, knowing that you were responsible for the domino. The domino effect was started by you. All I'm saying is this. I'm not saying that he shouldn't get no time for actually committing the murder. I'm not saying that he don't pay no punishment for that. But what I am saying is that you don't get to put the battery in somebody else's back and then play victim to the outcome. Because see, this is
No,
the
I
thing.
don't think she should be
But that's exactly what she
I'm
has.
not
That's
saying that.
exactly that's my
I'm
point.
just saying
That's
that her
exactly what
punishment
she
is
has
not.
done, in my opinion.
If he get 55 years, then she get 50. You know what I'm
He
saying?
got his own sauce. The one, hold on, the one that's on.
Candy and her kids. I gotta love them.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all good. Let me. Yeah, I have muted you.
Yeah,
Don't
so I'm sorry about that, but I'm just saying that all I think is this: was he wrong? Yes. Does he deserve to be in jail? Yes. I just think that she got a pat on the wrist because people felt sorry for her when just as much as you felt sorry for her, you have to you have to say she's also responsible for this tragedy too. You can be a victim
Oh,
and an
definitely.
aggressor at the same time, right?
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
she was a
I'm just
victim.
saying,
She was
I'm
a
just
victim.
saying, no matter how much you talk about it, it only comes to life by the commission of the act. And the person that actually commits the act is entitled to heavier punishment. Now, do I think she got it? If you saying she did a year and got the fuck out,
Well, she
I
didn't do a
mean,
year. I think she did about.
whatever
I
whatever
want to
she
say
did to
5-7 years or something like that.
I think she still did a a a a, a, a heavy amount of time considering her circumstances and her physical condition.
See, and that's what we disagree because I feel like she should have gotten more time because she is the
But
one.
now, even though she's free, she don't have the same luxuries that she had before, and her mama
What
dead.
luxuries? Because I mean,
No.
realistically,
I mean, I'm just saying. I know whatever her punishment was, obviously it should have been longer. Like even if they just put her in one of them institutions, since she got all them physical conditions, you know what I'm saying? She never.
but she don't. She
It's
look.
like
She look completely normal now because of course the feeding tube is gone. You done got teeth in your mouth now, so
all that
your
shit
teeth
that
ain't
was
out. Yeah, she
created.
look like a normal. She
Yeah,
look. She
naturally
don't.
happy.
She
Yeah,
doesn't look like what she's been through, right? She
yeah.
don't look
That's
like what she's
not.
been
I
through.
mean,
I'm just saying that my thing is this: that your mother was a manipulator, but you played a part in that
yeah,
manipulation, and
she did
so to
that,
take
but that
on a
man didn't have
role
to.
of
He
to
didn't
take
have to
on
listen
a
to that.
victim role
He
when
didn't
you
have to listen to
know
that.
that
He
you
could have been
actively
like, bitch, fuck
participated.
you. He could have been like, bitch, suck a dick. Fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck. We can figure out another motherfucking
He could
plan.
have, but see, have you ever? Let me I don't watch a lot of.
If he can think well enough to know that he won't hurt that bad and that he this and that, motherfuckers know right from wrong.
That
Can we
I
do
agree.
something else? Can
That
we
I
do
agree
something
with.
else? If you can't do
But I
nothing
want.
else, then that's a motherfucking deal breaker, bitch. I ain't killing nobody for you. Damn sure not your motherfucking mama,
And
bitch.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
That's
pretty
a
sure
dick.
that. I'm pretty sure that he's not the first guy that she approached with.
Exactly. So this
Now,
don't
I can't.
happen.
Now
All
listen.
that yapping. This don't happen.
Listen, I can't prove that. I can't prove that.
She
But
probably did. She
I
probably
do
did.
believe that she probably bought this idea to somebody else. And they just wasn't, they wasn't with the fuck shit. That I believe. But I just think like I said, the whole debate that I was having with somebody else is that um
Talking about being yourself, Mimi.
yeah.
Be yourself. Express yourself.
Um
You
I
gotta
just
be
think that she deserved a harsher punishment than what she was dealt. That's it. That's the bottom line. And
yeah.
I don't think that she should be revered in the way that's happening. Like
I mean, that's the nature of the beast though with the social media shit. Hell, they love all kind of motherfuckers. Manson, the Menendez brothers, all kind of
yeah,
villains. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's one thing social media has revealed is it's an element for everybody.
yeah.
Every
But I mean,
you ain't the only one.
even before social
You just
media,
ain't ran
yeah.
across the motherfuckers who think like you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but
saying?
even before social media, though, it was always that because realistically,
But I'm
people
saying
don't.
before social media, motherfuckers was not able to connect like that. Like
Well,
you
yeah,
can just search
I think
here,
you
this
do
is what
get
I
to
want to
connect.
find, and then it's
Yeah,
gonna pull up a whole bunch of shit that it would have took you a lifetime to discover that these motherfuckers was
yeah,
over here doing this
that
and
I
that.
will agree with. But I mean, even before, oh, it's always been, because like people on death row and people who get nationwide attention for some of the most scandalous crimes always draw a fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ted Bundy, all the movies and documentaries and shit that you see about him, this
Fascinating.
man was getting thousands of letters every day from, weird assholes that he done killed 50 bitches, but bitch, you in love with this man and you want this man to be your nigga.
That's
You know what I'm
the
saying?
same thing as when you have well, maybe I might be stretching it, but when girls say that they like can turn or they're turned on by a man with a man, like they like that type of shit. That shit do something for them.
I mean, what? I'm
I'm
trying to
talking
figure
about
out the condition.
I just said, I said, you know what,
Oh,
this
I mean,
might not.
I mean,
That might have been just been my dirty ass
yeah.
mind.
I mean, so it's
You going to
I don't
shit.
because like well, you don't know, but like I watch like men on men, right? I watch it, right? And
Okay.
it fascinates
That really
me,
was
like
just hypothetical.
it
I didn't really
fascinates me.
okay, my nigga.
Oh yeah, I do. I watch it. I
I've
literally
seen
watch it.
it, but
Like,
I don't watch it like, oh, I'm going to
oh
watch
no,
that.
no. Like,
I
listen,
really seen it
let me tell
just
you
to
something.
see it, but I ain't never.
I just told my friend the other day, if something happens to me, the very first thing y'all need to do is
Finish your song.
erase my Google search. Erase my Google search. Go to my, my X and erase my search history. Because I don't need nobody knowing the type of perverted ass shit you watch, right? Because I know it's not like normal, like, this is not normal average like scenes, but I watch, girl, I watch all kind of uh um let me tell you what I did before, right? So
Okay, we're gonna end because I gotta get off. Okay, 10
whenever you
minutes.
go to like, whenever you go to like porn sites or whatever, right? They have
Okay.
categories, right? So I'm just like,
Mhm.
I go to the categories and I'm
I do
just
watch
searching.
porn.
And so listen, I've gone to the categories and been like, what is this? Because I don't, I've never seen the name before, so I don't know what kind of sex this is. So I'm gonna click on it, and
Ooh.
if the video if the video was good, I'm gonna add it to my search.
Hold on. Wait a
I'm,
minute.
I'm gonna add that to my search history. I just think that uh that accountability is something that the majority of us as a society do not have, right? And so I think that with the Gypsy Rose situation, has she been more remorseful about how she ruined this man's life, I
Mhm.
would have had more compassion for her.
I
Because
hear you.
listen, if I tell you, Shannon, my mama been beating my ass every fucking day. I don't know how I'm gonna get away from her. I just feel so helpless. And you love me so much, and you say, "Fuck it, I'm finna kill this bitch for you, so she can leave you alone." When we get caught, I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna be like, "Oh my God, I wish I would have never told her." You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean for her to get in trouble.
I hear you
I
what you're
didn't mean
saying.
to bring her into my bullshit. I
Mhm.
just wanted some relief from the bullshit I was going on. Had
Mhm.
that been Gypsy Rose's stance, then I would have been more compassionate for her. But
Right.
that wasn't the stance. The stance was
That
not
because I don't give a fuck.
right. It's no, even now that you're out of jail, it's not any like,
Well,
damn.
that goes to something else that we spoke on the past in the Senate before. Um, are there so many things being created, so many syndromes, so many conditions that everything is a condition and not something that's something like really like you just being fucked up. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Making everything a condition that is you can go to therapy for, or here's a pill for that. There's a pill for that. You know what I'm saying? And everything really ain't no motherfucking condition. It's really like you just getting away with being fucked up.
yeah.
You
I
know what I'm saying?
mean, that's kind of like, for me, that's like a thin line, right? Only because you're only accountable for what you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of stuff that happens.
Well, not legally in the law's eyes, no. But
I'm just saying,
I hear you what you're saying.
You're accountable for because whether you know the law or not, you're still supposed to abide by it. But whatever. But I'm saying you're accountable for what you know, and you're responsible for living your life based on the information that you have, right?
I think what you're saying is your life is based on what you know.
Right. So you're responsible for
held accountable for
something that you don't know, right?
You will internalize it or rationalize it as no accountability because your excuse will be, I didn't know.
Yeah. But you are responsible for conducting yourself in a manner that aligns with what you know. I know that I'm supposed to have insurance, right? If I don't have insurance, I'm responsible for that. And I have to say to myself, I knew I was supposed to. Now, if I say if it's something I don't know, I didn't know that, but now that I know it, I will adjust myself because now I have new information and I learned something, right? Mm-hmm. So when you talk about like syndromes and stuff like that, like I think that when you think about like nature versus nurture, I think a lot of people are wired in a way that's the opposite of societal norms, right? Like this Risa Tisa situation, right?
Ooh, we can't do another situation, and I don't know Risa Tisa.
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about this because I gotta go to. It's almost 12 o'clock. But listen, okay. Risa Tisa. So listen, when you plan on going live again?
I want to also, since we're speaking on that, Wednesdays.
Okay, so let's do this.
It just happens to be that, I just got in and landed, and I'm,
Well, let's do this.
Like, and I because last night, so I was like, oh.
So Risa Tisa has a TikTok channel, and she did a story time called "Who the Fuck Did I Marry?" Right? And
I do know who that is. I said I was going to start it because it's like
50 parts. No, it's like 50 episodes. 50 parts.
Ooh, yeah, I know it's a lot.
So let's So let's between now and Wednesday watch some of it, right?
How many?
It's like first of all, let me tell you this.
We're gonna have to get through this. We can't spend forever on Risa Tisa.
I'm never watching 50 parts of anything like that ever, especially not 50 videos. I might watch 50 episodes of Law and Order, but that shit probably took me, you know what I'm saying, 3 years or some shit, right? But I'm never watching the whole 50.
Well, I'm gonna get up on it by Wednesday.
But I was gonna say let's
watch it enough. I know I can talk about it.
Watch a couple of episodes. A few people have done some like synopsis about it, right? And then her ex-husband Legion
some role play.
He also has been making TikTok videos, right? So let's watch a few of hers and watch a few of his, right? And then
just send me
Wednesday, when we talking about accountability and being responsible for what you know and figuring out why you don't know shit, because a lot of shit that this hoe went through, in hindsight, she gotta know that she was fucked up because it was a lot of red flags.
Don't.
I'm not. I'm just saying it was a lot of red flags that should have caused her to bag away and didn't. So let's look at
I know who you're talking about now. Now that you
so let's catch a couple episodes of that and watch a couple of his episodes too. So that you have a both, you know what I'm saying? And then let's talk about it Wednesday.
Okay, baby. I got you. I'm ready. Well,
I ain't got no shot. But I can fire up this dope though. Hold on, mama. Hold Let me fire up this wood right quick. All right, ready?
Yeah. Up to them, down
Down
to them.
to it.
Fuck those that don't do them. I'm still a bitch.
All
I'm
right.
still a bitch.
All right. Well, I'll see you Wednesday. What time Wednesday?
Well, depending on since if we're not doing passing the center, I'm gonna shoot for 5, but 7 is more comfortable for me.
7 Central Standard
9,
Time. Okay, 7 or 9 Central Standard Time.
9 your time. Whatever
Okay, we
time
can do
that
that.
is.
9 Central Standard Time. All right. Peace, love.